fallait que je remette une autre diffusion, le problème c'est que ça dure trop longtemps.
Yeah, that's it. It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard.
How've you been?
Ça peut aller.
Thank goodness. It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec.
C'était bien joué.
Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean our cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too. When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely. Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
Ouais, ça sentait qu'il était louche en vrai. Et je
When we
pense pas qu'il
talked to
essaye à
Akechi at the
représenter,
school
mais-
festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Ouais, c'est vrai, j'arrête de faire attention aux détails.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all. That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the phantom thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes. On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it. Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi. But I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
J'ai l'impression qu'elle a utilisé cet ordinateur pour accéder à distance au métavers. Si je lui pose la question maintenant, ça va nous prendre la journée. On verra ça plus tard.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room.
J'avoue qu'il a dû bien rigoler. Il avait le sourire de souris. En attendant.
Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
Mais on a bien cru tellement que le plan était bien fait qu'il était mort au départ. Tu m'étonnes qu'il a dû se sentir enregistré.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it? I see. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Mijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
J'ai jamais eu l'occasion de goûter ce soda à la pomme cerise et m'ont tout bu une fois.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together and talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akachi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who?
I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this. Just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. And
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right? Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together.
Time for revenge!
Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
we'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? Can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Ms. Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassination. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Putain, enflure. Elle meurt de foutabat.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be... After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information.
Eh ouais. Alors, ma petite Sensi, il faut que je t'explique tout, c'est ça? On est dans le présent maintenant, ça y est, on est vraiment dans le présent. C'est plus nos souvenirs. Donc, Akechi, traître. On a tout prévu. Apparemment, toute la bande avait tout prévu. On n'est pas mort, hein. T'inquiète pas, Dottore, il est vivant. on a fait une fausse mort. Là, il croyait qu'on est mort pour le moment. Il croyait que Dotori il est mort. Mais en fait, parce qu'en fait, lui, il l'a tué. Il a essayé de tuer Dotori dans la salle d'interrogatoire. Après nous avoir vendu. Donc, là, on est en train de découvrir les gros criminels derrière tout ça. Bienvenue, du coup, en attendant.
Well, I got that out of his shadow.
Ça va sinon, petite Sensi?
Technically speaking, he did it himself.
Fais-toi plaisir. On est le matin, on a du son.
This country's affairs have become stagnant.
Je vais avoir des boissons en station en plus. Des boissons.
The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests.
Là, c'est lui qui était derrière tout ça, cette enflure.
The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
Ah ouais, t'étais pas là, Sensi. Mais Dotori, il sort avec le médecin. Tu sais, la femme, là. Je suis en couple dans le jeu. Non, il est Paris. Je te jure, c'est cette classe. Moi, je suis avec une gothique, ça me plaît. En plus, elle l'a embrassé. Elle voulait faire des examens physiques hier. Très physique, attention.
I must agree.
Bon, là, on doit quand même se faire passer pour mort, donc je me demande son état, comment elle est.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival.
Ah, ça me plaît, moi, sortir avec une gothique.
Those
Par
who
contre, lui,
get
il va
in
le
the
payer
way
cher,
must
là.
be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Non, on va vous le retirer, le métaverse. Vous allez voir, bande de pourris. Eh ouais. Je suis un couple. Peut-être que je vais découvrir l'amour dans le jeu. Ouais, je te le jure. Ah d'ailleurs, j'avais répondu au RP si tu veux, y a pas de problème. Désolée d'avoir répondu en retard. J'ai pas dormi de la nuit avec ce que j'avais en premier, bah là j'ai mes trucs. J'irai me coucher après, promis. Donc on reprendra bien ce soir et tout après. Profite pour le moment. J'ai des boissons qui vont arriver, c'est pour ça. Il nous fallait à boire.
Which is why I made them suspects.
Enflure de Gishi. Je te déteste.
Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic and solve them as cases unrelated to you.
On disait bien qu'il était louche. Nono, elle avait raison, il était très louche lui aussi.
And thus, the charismatic ace.
T'as bien dormi sinon, Sensi? T'as bien fait dodo? On dirait la voix de Morax. Carrément.
Thanks to your efforts, my
Oui, oui.
image remains untarnished.
Ça se trouve, c'est lui qui a fait la voix de Morax, tu sais.
Public opinion.
C'est l'acteur qui est... Bah, c'est lui... Le doubleur, je veux dire, de Shido. Faudra que je regarde, de toute façon. Faudra que je fasse des recherches et je te dirai.
Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all
Ok, merci papa.
me on their own.
Oh merde, il s'en va déjà? Je voulais qu'il récupère mes boissons. Attends, j'arrive, Cynthia.
The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
Papa? On va pas tout dire avec lui. suis là, Sensi. T'es toujours là? Désolée du temps. Youp, youp. Pardon. Mon devoir? Oh mon dieu, Daddy Géo, chauve. Ça c'est méchant. Le pauvre.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things
Putain, on croirait que j'ai dormi, sérieux. Alors que j'ai pas fait dodo, moi je m'endormais de temps en temps, je sais pas. C'est pas Morax, hein. La commande est en route. Ils en sont où avec la commande de boissons? Il y a de l'eau, il y a tout, il y a des boissons à bulles. Boissons sans bulles. Jus de pomme, jus d'orange. J'ai pris beaucoup de boissons. Comme ça, on n'est pas prêt d'en manquer. Voilà, on continue ici.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Enflure d'Akeshi. Je le déteste tellement, lui.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger.
3 minutes d'attente, il est déjà là?
After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been
Allez voir, il est
gaining
déjà
more
là.
supporters since.
Mais t'as fini, oui.
The current administration is dead.
Dis-moi, Sensi, t'as école aujourd'hui?
Never mind the fact that they're my doing.
Direct quand t'as vu mon live, tu t'es mis dessus alors que ça se trouve t'as l'école.
Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned.
Ah bah tu t'es direct mis sur le live toi, alors que t'as l'école. Fais attention quand même à l'heure. Attends, je vais te dire ça, t'as encore un peu de temps.
The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister.
On va t'en empêcher d'être Premier ministre, enflure.
However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins.
T'as pourri ma vie alors que j'étais en couple, enflure. Ah non, mais c'est vrai. C'est un Morax et ville, c'est vrai que t'as pensé à son regard. Putain, il est déjà là, le livreur. Attends, il est en vélo, on dirait. Je le regarde avancer, il est en vélo, on dirait. Oh, de toute façon, je peux pas descendre, il faut qu'ils comprennent. Parce que si je descends et je porte trop, aïe, ça va faire mal. Ah non, mais t'imagines en vrai, bah Morax, ça se trouve, quand il va rigoler en mode maléfique, c'est comme ça. Hein. C'est le mec qui ne veut faire sa voix de Morax. Hein. Faut que je fasse des recherches.
I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
Espèce d'ordure, t'es en couple, t'as tout pété, je suis obligé de me planquer maintenant.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
Avec une belle petite gothique en plus, hein. Ah, de toute façon, c'est pas parce qu'elle est belle ou quoi que ce soit, moi c'est parce que déjà ce qu'elle a dans le cœur en plus. Ce qui m'importe, c'est qu'elle est dans le cœur. Voilà. Pas que le physique, non, non.
And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided.
Ouais, il y a que ça des sacrifices que vous faites depuis. Vous tuez des gens.
That is my duty as the chosen one.
On croirait Macron. Pardon. Désolé, mais c'est vrai. Le mec fait tout le temps des trucs à son truc. Je suis égoïste, je suis un gamin égoïste, capricieux. Oh, on a trouvé notre président là, on a trouvé notre président.
Your assistance has been very
Ça va qu'il tue pas les gens, lui.
making my plans proceed
Heureusement.
smoothly.
T'as sifflé, c'est devenu Lady Gaga. Putain. Non, arrête. Tiens. Me fais pas faire des cauchemars alors que j'ai une couchée après. 1 minute d'attente. Oh putain, il est déjà là.
When I become prime minister,
Enfin, j'ai pas m'en plaindre, tu auras des boissons. Hein. Ah, on dirait qu'il attend. Il attend peut-être qu'une personne passe.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world.
Non, retombe dans ton trou, toi. Je te déteste, Takeshi. Ton nom, il va tomber dans le trou, tu vas voir. Il va chanter sous la douche et il va se casser le visage.
Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts.
Héros de mon cul. Ah. Ça sonne. J'arrive. Les héros de mon cul, Akeshi. Voilà. Désolée. Oh la vache, j'avais pas vu, j'avais autant pris. Oh, c'est pas grave. Ça vaut le coup pour 20 €. Désolée de l'absence, ma petite Sensi. Allez, on continue. Oh. Oh. Pour moi, il a la voix de Tartiflette. Ça se trouve, c'est les doubleurs de Genshin, hein, qui ont fait les doublages de Joker Persona 5.
I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
T'as pas tort, finalement, t'as pas tort, Sensi. J'ai bien l'impression qu'il a la voix.
I suppose with your
Faut trop que je regarde les doubleurs.
you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
Je regarderai ça après, je te dirai la surprise toi. Ah, une bonne bouteille d'eau en plus là, parfait. Ah, j'ai trop bougé. Non. Oh, là c'est la poisse. Ça va pas bouger, c'est bon. Ça devrait pas couler à côté. Ouais. Putain, je déteste avoir mes trucs. Oh, désolé, la réaction. Ah. Je déteste la cliché.
How do I put this?
fait du bien de retourner dans sa chambre quand même. Mais bon, mon médecin me manque, ça y est. Je suis triste. En tout cas, contente de te retrouver sain et sauf. Vu ce qui s'est passé, je parie que ça n'a pas dû être facile. Oh, une nono qui est réveillée. T'as vu, Sensi? Ah, Akuma qui va péter une crise, je le sens pas. T'en fais pas pour ça. Akashi cherchait à t'avoir. Je savais que c'était risqué, mais on n'avait pas d'autre choix. Si on a réussi à le duper, c'est avant tout parce que tu n'as jamais rien lâché. L'heure de la vengeance a sonné. Ah, je te comprends, t'inquiète. On va lui faire regretter d'avoir sous-estimé les voleurs fantômes. Ah, c'est clair. Ma petite Sensi, ça va aller.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy. Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone?
Elle l'avait installé sur mon téléphone aussi? Comment? Elle m'a pas vu.
Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone,
Je sais pas, chez moi par exemple, tu fais combien de temps aussi? Alexa, quel temps fait-il?
Actuellement, à la chapelle Saint-Louis, il fait 7 degrés Celsius.
Chez moi, il fait 7 degrés.
Aujourd'hui, attendez-vous à des averses, avec une température maximale
Il y a des averses.
de 11 degrés et une température minimale de 6 degrés.
Et toi, il pleut?
That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator.
Ah. Pourquoi la cristalline? Est-ce que c'est conseillé d'en boire ou pas? De l'eau cristalline, elle a un goût différent de l'eau normale. Je l'ai toujours su d'ailleurs. Mais elle a un goût différent. Un arrière-goût on dirait. C'est bizarre. Il fait 3 chez moi. Oh la vache, tu vas avoir de la neige toi.
But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word.
La cristalline, elle a un goût, t'es bien d'accord? T'as déjà bu de l'eau cristalline toi? C'est très bon, mais il y a un arrière-goût. Ils ont fait quoi aux usines? Et je me force à boire de l'eau, alors attention. J'ai pas pris des petites bouteilles pour rien et une grosse pour mon père. On verra si lui il sent le goût.
That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi.
C'est peut-être pour empêcher d'en boire tout le temps. Je sais pas.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times.
T'as vu, elle a un goût, t'es bien d'accord? C'est pas de l'eau de robinet ça. C'est quoi à ton avis? Ça fait penser à quoi le goût?
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse.
Ah, j'ai pris une petite bouteille moi pour me forcer.
App after all.
Ça fait du bien quand tu le digères. Ah bon? C'est pour ça qu'elle est différente des autres. Bon, on va bien voir si je dors bien. C'est vrai que ça me fait du bien un peu. Je respire un peu mieux, mais quand même. Faut supporter le goût, quoi. C'est ça.
You know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button.
Comme on dit, les pires médicaments, pas bon. C'est très efficace. Bah l'eau pas bon, c'est efficace aussi alors.
Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable.
Ça fait digérer, c'est qu'il y a un produit, un truc spécial, pas possible. On va bien voir, hein. Si t'en bois tout le temps, c'est que ça va alors. Putain, j'arrive pas à le boucher. Voilà. Ok. Tant que c'est toi qui me dis t'inquiète, ça va.
Pretty good, huh?
Le rire de Futaba, il me fait délirer quand même. Bon, et ben je pense qu'il va falloir que je me couche dedans. Sojiro, bonne nuit.
So.
En fait, il ne serait pas question à l'école du rapport de police faisant état de ta mort. Pas de soucis. On dirait que le procureur Nijima a conclu un genre d'arrangement avec les huiles. Je veux dire, même moi, On ne m'a rien dit. Tant que tu fais profit bas, ça devrait aller. De plus, annoncer ta mort reviendrait à t'identifier comme un voleur fantôme et... Ils ne peuvent pas révéler ce qu'ils savent des voleurs fantômes, donc ils vont éviter d'en parler. Oh ma petite Sensi, j'ai envie de te faire un câlin pour se tenir chaud. La pauvre Sensi, tu dois trembler. Ça me fait de la peine. Pense pas au froid, pense à quelque chose de chaud, je sais pas. On m'a toujours dit qu'il fallait penser à un truc chaud. Et voilà, Akuma il fait une crise. Akuma il est pas content parce que voilà, Scaramouche et Dotoré sont parvenus du spa. Il refuse de manger. Oh non. On va devoir revenir du spa trop vite, non mais c'est sérieux. On peut même pas profiter d'un hôtel.
And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together.
C'est vrai que ça a l'air de faire digérer un peu. Déjà, j'ai moins mal à ma tête. Alors que j'ai pas fait dodo. Bon, de toute manière, on va faire un gros dodo jusqu'à ce soir, après. Parce que je m'en irai tellement sans vous. Que je vais pouvoir faire dodo.
But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well.
Et du coup, je serai en forme pour ce soir, en plus. Enfin, pour vous faire les trucs un peu.
I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before.
Ça fait du bien d'être dans un lit tout confortable quand même.
When you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
Morgana. Il doit bien lui tenir chaud quand même. Hein. Oh ma petite Sensi. Ça pense à une couette bien chaude. C'était Kazumi qui était venu m'aider.
So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Les chats sur nous, c'est bien pour faire dodo. Des fois, ils sont lourds aussi. Les miaou. Regarde la popularité à cause de l'autre, là. On n'a plus rien. On n'a plus rien de popularité. Il semblerait qu'Akeshi ait arrêté le chef des voleurs fantômes. C'est un héros. Quel soulagement de savoir Akeshi de retour. J'espère qu'ils attraperont aussi les autres membres de voleurs fantômes. Il est vraiment incroyable. Mais oui, votre Akeshi, il est juste en train de me faire tourner en bourrique, en mode vous êtes des nazes et moi je suis un héros.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal.
Ah, pour une fois, c'est Ryuji qui entend tout ce qui se passe.
Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those phantom thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
On n'est pas des escrocs. C'est eux les escrocs.
I'll show you.
Ouais, je suis clairement d'accord. J'ai appris que tu rentrais chez toi. Alors je l'ai annoncé pendant les cours. Ça va? Et oui, merci. J'aime bien. Tu es vivant. Tu m'étonnes. Ma prof qui était inquiète. C'est bon, enfin dans le bus. Oh, courage, ça va aller. Aux infos, on n'arrête pas d'entendre que tu t'es suicidé. Appelle-moi dès que tu peux. J'étais tellement chamboulée. Tant que tu vas bien, ne te préoccupe pas des cours. Prends surtout soin de toi. La prof est devenue une maman. Je savais qu'elle se comportait comme une mère. Alors, c'est vrai que le chef des voleurs fantômes est mort? Comment la police a pu laisser se suicider en prison? Sérieux? Silence! Vous êtes en cours! La pause est finie depuis un moment. On dirait vraiment des singes, Oso. Oh, c'est vrai. Docteur sera absent quelque temps. Sa famille m'a prévenu. Puf! Vous vous croyez où? Vous êtes à l'école, pas au café. Il est presque temps. Ouais, ça va aller, t'inquiète pas. Courage, ma petite Sensi. Eh, c'est pas vrai, hein. S'il te plaît, dis-moi que tu vas bien. Je vais bien? Oh, Dieu merci. Tu es sain et sauf. Les infos n'arrêtent pas de parler du suicide. Et Madame Kawakami a dit que tu étais rentrée chez toi. J'avais vraiment peur de te contacter. Même Sakamoto a évité la question quand je lui ai demandé. Mais ne t'en fais pas. Je serai muet comme une tombe. Au fait, le fansite fait la tronche en ce moment. Mais je continuerai de te souvenir dans l'ombre. Bon courage.
Hey.
T'as pas de souci de ça ici. Mais essaie juste de ne pas attirer l'attention. Quoi qu'il en soit aujourd'hui, c'est jour de repos, alors mange ton curry et détends-toi. Tu peux prendre tout ton temps et il n'y a pas de risque de voir un client débarquer.
Ok.
Essayons de réfléchir à ce mot-clé, une fois que le curry du patron t'aura redonné des forces. Ah, ils m'ont même pas nourri, ils m'ont drogué à la place les autres ordures. Je parle bien dans le jeu. Hein. Vous avez déjà trouvé les mots-clés du palais de Shido? J'ai essayé tout un tas de choses, mais rien n'a fonctionné. C'est dur de comprendre le fonctionnement d'un esprit criminel aussi complexe. J'ai réfléchi un peu si derrière toutes ces ruptures psychiques, ça veut dire qu'il est responsable de tous les incidents étranges de ces dernières années? Comme l'accident du métro en avril dernier? Maintenant que tu le dis, cet incident a coûté son travail au ministre des Transports. Attends, tu veux dire que c'est Shido qui aurait provoqué l'accident? Mais c'est le métro! Vous imaginez le nombre d'innocents? Cet homme n'a aucun scrupule. Et j'ai entendu dire qu'il y a encore beaucoup de blessés à l'hôpital. Masayoshi Shido. Combien de victimes a-t-il fait pendant toutes ces années? C'est impossible de comprendre l'esprit d'un homme aussi tordu. Ce serait pas plus simple qu'on réfléchisse à tout ça directement sur place? Ça va aller, ma petite Sensi, courage. Allez, on y va. Si on y va, je préfère que Dotori nous accompagne. C'est pas risqué si quelqu'un l'aperçoit là-bas? Je parie qu'on va trouver les mots-clés, en un rien de temps, et une fois sur place. Et puis, avec ma vitesse légendaire, je pourrais semer n'importe qui. Alors c'est décidé, Dotori va venir avec nous. Mais n'oubliez pas, on doit rester le plus discret possible. On se rejoint dans le bâtiment de la Diat. Et on force l'entrée du palais de cet enfoiré.
Alright, let's head to the Diet building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
C'est enfoiré.
You going out?
C'est prévu.
You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? The stunts you pull sometimes.
Il faut avoir le cœur accroché avec un gosse comme moi, comme te dire.
Just don't stay out too late.
Yep.
Akechi isn't here.
La meuf de Dotori est du côté des méchants? Non. Si tu parles de la médecin là, non. Elle est pas du côté des méchants. D'ailleurs, je me demande si elle est pas... Oh là, elle m'inquiète. Mais elle est pas du côté des méchants, justement. Elle m'a aidé à me soigner, elle m'a fait les tests. Et en plus, elle a mis des médicaments en réduction et après, elle m'a embrassé. S'il te plaît, c'est pas méchant ça. La meuf de Dotori, non mais oh. D'où elle serait dans les méchants après m'avoir embrassé? Tu regarderas la rediffusion d'hier et tu comprendras. Pas la plus longue. Enfin, je sais plus c'est laquelle. Je te le dirai. Je t'enverrai le lien.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet.
Et si tu parles de celle que Nono elle appelle la pouffe? Non, elle est du côté des... Elle est de notre côté, quoi.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Elle était contente hier, elle a vu le bisou, elle a vu aussi que le médecin avait dit maintenant on est en couple. Donc elle était toute contente.
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
Ils m'ont jamais trouvé le mot-clé.
It's no
good. Bah en fait, elle avait dit, au départ, elle pensait qu'on était les voleurs fantômes. La seule chose que Dottore a trouvé à dire, je t'aime. Non, ça y est, je t'aime. Je te jure. T'as tout raté hier.
Entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Non mais... C'est quoi cette tête que tu nous fais?
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
Oui, elle est là, ta chouchou, ne t'inquiète pas.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
J'avoue qu'elle y ressemble.
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician.
Bah alors, Pumpkin, t'as vraiment pas envie d'aller à l'école pour continuer de le voir, toi.
I believe that he'll
T'en
help
fais pas,
create
tu
a
reverras la
wonderful
diffusion.
future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer.
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
Ouais.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
T'as que des maths? Oh, ma petite jeune fille. Et tu rentres de cours à quelle heure à peu près?
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Mais ouais, joue la comédie, saleté de Shido.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility?
16h17. C'est vers les heures où je me réveille, ouais. Si je t'envoie un message, ne m'ignore pas, d'accord? J'essaierai de mettre un réveil pour 16h, un truc comme ça. J'aurai assez dormi. Disons que je me couche vers 11h. Et je me réveille à 16h. Après, je pourrais toujours m'endormir, tu vois.
Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
Ça va aller? J'espère que je te prends pas tout ton temps. On dirait que soit ça te fait plaisir, soit t'es en mode yeah.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. No matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
J'ai regardé quelques interviews de Shido sur le net. Ce type est un sale escroc. J'ai aussi épluché son profil. Mais il n'a pas grand chose à part son statut de son parcours étudiant. Il a 53 ans. Et il est passé de l'Assemblée municipale à la Chambre des représentants. Il est ministre, mais il a quitté la partie du pouvoir pour fonder son mouvement United Future. Sérieux? Shido est ministre? Il a été nommé à ce poste, oui. A priori, il est aussi arrivé en tête du classement des patrons les plus populaires. Même les sites d'infos parlent de lui comme du prochain Premier ministre. Si seulement on arrivait à trouver la signification des paroles de Shido.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Arrête de me sortir mon rêve. C'est fou tous ces gens qui admirent Shido. Je sais bien que personne ne connaît son véritable visage, mais c'est quand même assez flippant. Tu vois, maintenant on peut plus s'attirer. Je peux même plus voir ma meuf là. C'est abusé. Tout ça à cause de Shido. Il va s'en prendre une le Shido. Voilà qui devrait mettre un terme à toute cette affaire. Monsieur Shido, nous avez prévenu. Tout se passera bien avec Masayoshi Shido aux commandes. Monsieur Shido participera à ces élections lui aussi, non? Les politiciens comme lui sont prometteurs. Ah là 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 là, il nous a totalement détruits. Pom pom, Shido. C'est elle. C'est elle en plus. Alors soit elle me quitte, soit je sais pas ce qu'elle va faire, mais j'ai peur. Étant donné que je suis ton médecin, j'aimerais confirmer quelque chose. Contacte-moi dès que tu reçois ce message. De quoi tu as besoin? Arrête de me rendre inquiète. Je suis contente que tu sois sain et sauf. J'ai eu très peur en te voyant les infos. Bref, je serai au cabinet médical si tu as besoin de médicaments. Ouf, elle m'a pas lâché. Ce n'est rien. Mais on parle des voleurs fantômes à la télé. Oh, c'est vrai. Vous n'êtes pas tous censés vous retrouver ici aujourd'hui? Tâche de finir de manger avant que tout le monde n'arrive. Ah, moi je vais aller voir mon médecin. J'ai dit que j'allais venir, je crois, en plus, non? Ils ont intérêt à me laisser aller la voir. Hein. Je crois que j'avais mis que je venais en plus. Donc ouais, après ça, peut-être j'irai la voir. Parce que c'est impossible que tu laisses ton amoureuse ou ton amoureux longtemps sans leur donner des nouvelles, quoi. Danse, danse. Notori va faire un just dance pour s'occuper avec son chat. Oh purée. Bah alors, Fancy?
No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about.
J'avoue.
We know all the way up to Diet Building too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi.
Ah, Akechi.
Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Elle était inquiète, t'as vu? La pauvre. T'avais dit qu'à un moment elle allait s'inquiéter, je me disais bien.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge.
Espèce d'ordure.
Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand.
Hein? Non, ils parlent de soutien du public, mais l'homme qui voit comme leur pire ennemi leur tend la main, tu rigoles, mec. Oh shit, j'ai fait tomber quelque chose tellement que ça me plaît. Ça me plaît.
That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Akeshi, va pourrir. Tu me saoules. Déjà, tu travailles avec tes propres amis qui t'ont fait... Au départ, on lui faisait confiance, mais il était trop louche après. Mais c'est clair. Je suis d'accord avec toi, Roux.
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
Arrête de me dire tartiflette. C'est Akeshi, c'est pas Tartaglia. C'est différent.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
Phantom thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Il lui ressemble là et il laisse pousser ses cheveux. Non, il lui ressemble pas vraiment, je te l'avoue.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
À ce point-là, t'es en train de danser?
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
Oula! Il y a un boucan dehors. Oh putain.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Mais qu'est-ce qu'ils foutent dans ce quartier? C'est la danse du Morax. Yeah, du Morax. Oh purée.
Oh right, the candidates are currently campaigning.
Ouais, mais dans ce quartier, là, faire la campagne. On se planque, nous.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Ouais, il est là, cette enflure.
Yeah, he did.
Cette voix. On s'en souvient.
Man, talk about being lucky. We can go check him out without an appointment now.
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way, hurry! By the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
Ah oui, c'est vrai. Mais par où je pars? C'est risqué que j'aille là. Hein.
Now is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation. Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society. Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope.
Et dire que je suis obligée de porter une capuche sur la tête maintenant. On croirait mon ancien style. Écoutez le discours dans la rue.
So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury.
Eh oui, tout ça c'est pour toi, enfoiré.
So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
Ouais, ouais. Le monsieur c'est Shido, exactement, c'est un homme fort et admirable. Encore plus que papa? Eh bien oui, je dirais Shido est quelqu'un de fantastique. Mais arrêtez de croire ces mensonges. Je sais pas où je pourrais aller le plus pour entendre ta voix.
We will be counting on you.
Ouais, mais bon, moi c'est risqué, hein, je porte quand même une capuche sur la tête. Pas par là non plus. Là. Non. Là, non plus. Je sais pas où je pourrais entendre sa voix, cette enflure. Shido, c'est vraiment Shido? Il est là? Où est-il? Ouah, c'est génial, allons le voir. Je sais même pas où il se trouve, mais j'ai pas envie de me retrouver face à lui non plus. Il est là. Mais c'est tout manipulé, ordure.
Let us all set sail toward a happy future together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Bouh!
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
On est trop près, nous, on va se faire repérer, je le sens pas.
But these guys...
Hey, kid.
Oh,
You don't
shit.
want to know what happens when you cross me. It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last.
Et en plus, ils ont insisté pour le faire venir avec eux. Et moi je cherche chercher, je vous rappelle. On croit que je suis mort pour le moment. C'est lui qui m'a foutu dans la merde. C'est Shido. C'est à cause de lui qu'il y arrivait toute la merde à Joker. Enfin, de Tori. Oh l'enflure. Oh ça y est, je me souviens de sa voix et de sa tête là. Aïe aïe aïe. C'est lui qui a détruit notre vie. Il va le payer cher.
What are you looking at?
Oh shit. No. Ça serait bien que tu regardes ailleurs, mec.
This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future.
Arrête de dire moral. Oh non, mais toi, je te le jure. Ah, c'est lui qui a détruit notre vie en tout cas. Shido là. Je me souviens de sa voix aussi, oui.
My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person?
On m'a arrêté à cause de lui justement.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before?
Eh ouais.
The same guy? For real? Seriously?
Ouais, la pire des pourritures qu'on met à la poubelle.
You're sure, aren't you?
Oui, oui, j'en suis sûre.
Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Yep.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
Cette enflure.
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Ah bah ça, on a aucune idée.
Talk about a destined connection.
Ah non, mais je te jure.
Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
Ah, il faut que t'ailles à l'école. Courage, petite sensei.
What the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future?
Fais attention à l'heure quand même, sensei. Je sais que c'est bien ce truc, mais... 10h12, oh ça va, t'as encore un peu le temps. Tu m'as dit à 30, c'est ça?
He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
Oui.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
Exactement.
What a piece of shit.
Bien dit, Ryuji. Bien dit.
Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different.
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
On pourrait essayer simplement si on lui fait une bonne métanoïa à la tête.
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate,
Très
we
compliqué,
need to
quoi.
trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
Ça, j'avoue.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
Je vais faire confiance à mon Rex chauve. Il veut devenir un monsieur propre. Blême. Oh purée. Tu l'as sorti, un monsieur problème. Sérieusement, Sensei? Tu commences déjà les blagues dès le matin?
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. That's the worst.
I assume the keyword for what he believes the Diet building is will be despicable too.
C'est clair.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Oh, petite MC.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Là, j'ai juste envie de lui faire payer à Shino. Ouais, ça c'est. Ah, je me rappelle tellement qu'il m'a énervé la Shido. Je sais plus. J'ai dû faire payer, il a détruit ma vie dans le machin. C'est lui qui nous a carrément détruit. Là. Il va le payer cher hein, celui-là. C'est pas étonnant que la meuf elle avait peur. Et du coup qu'elle a dit une fausse déclaration. Maintenant qu'on sait de quoi il est capable, c'est compréhensible pour la meuf. Hein. Ah bon. Yep. On est tous tristes maintenant.
Hey.
On va se coucher pour le moment.
Well then. Yeah.
Ouais, Shido son nom là. Shido l'enflure. On dirait que la participation va exploser pour ces élections. Shido va gagner sans problème. C'est sa guerre avec les voleurs fantômes qui l'a rendu célèbre. Il est bien parti pour devenir Premier ministre. J'imagine que je ferais mieux de soutenir Shido. Ah là 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 là. J'ai commencé à m'intéresser aux infos dernièrement. Tu es fier de moi? Tout ça ne te donne pas envie d'Akechi soit là? Que Akechi soit là? Je comprends, c'est un véritable héros. Mais Masayoshi Shido est encore plus incroyable. C'est le premier politicien qui m'inspire confiance. Oh, moi aussi. J'ai entendu parler de ce Shido. On dirait qu'il veut réellement le bien du pays. Ils n'ont donc aucune idée qu'on leur ment. Nous devons faire quelque chose. C'est clair. Oh, mon dos et ma jambe prennent un coup.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long.
But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ça y est, c'est une petite partie à l'école. Ouais, elle va pas tarder.
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 ounce.
J'espère que je pourrai revoir ma petite médecin bientôt.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others.
Fortune, rich people.
Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
Un bateau.
It was a match?
Yes. Là, j'ai attendu de me laisser tenir la barre. C'est bon.
What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
On a déjà été dans une pyramide, les gars, sérieux.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
Did anything change? We went in, right?
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the Diet Building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different.
That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Le bateau en l'eau. Alors il voit vraiment son truc comme un bateau.
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition
Quelle
is about,
ordure.
huh?
Ça prouve que c'est une ordure, son cœur il est bien noir.
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head.
Mais il est grave.
If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well, yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking?
Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure. All right.
We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections.
Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Exactement.
Wait.
C'est de là qu'elle venait la musique en plus. Le palais de Masayoshi Shido. Je me demande ce qui nous attend. On va vite le découvrir. C'est l'heure de s'infiltrer. Je comprends qu'il nous voit déjà comme une menace. Mais pourquoi les autres passagers portent aussi un masque? Tu crois qu'ils veulent devenir voleurs fantômes comme Noir et son truc de belle voleuse? Ça suffit. Quoi qu'il en soit, ça révèle la mentalité de Shido. Sa perception des autres est anormale.
You're right.
Vu la démence de sa distorsion, je suis même surprise que les gens ressemblent à de vraies personnes. Ouais.
Listen up.
À partir d'ici, on risque de devoir se battre. Restez sur vos gardes. Qui êtes-vous? Vous pensez pouvoir adresser la parole à un invité d'honneur de Monsieur Shido? Comme ça? Il voit que les riches, je crois. Quel étrange costume. C'est ça la mode chez les jeunes de nos jours? Je crois qu'ils pensent vraiment qu'aux riches à sauver et les pauvres ils tombent.
Huh? What?
Yep. Ah, ils nous attaquent avec tout ce monde autour.
Persona! Go down!
Luna, aim! Persona!
Là, il fait des flammes. Déjà, on sait qu'il fait des flammes.
Ravage them!
Yes!
You're looking cool!
J'ai senti l'équipe des flammes.
All out attack! Persona!
Not bad, Mona.
All out attack! I'll punish you!
We ought to finish this.
Pardon me. Okay.
Ah, l'attaque spéciale de Haru
Ready
et
for
Makoto.
pain? Save room for dessert! Let's end this. Okay, here it comes. Show's over.
C'était l'attaque spéciale.
We overdid it.
Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to keep his guests entertained.
Indeed. Those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team.
What is with these people? Why do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed?
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make him see what this ship really is. I can feel it. I'll reveal your true form.
advantage. Don't rush this.
Ha! Should have done it! Persona! How's this? Persona! Go!
Okay, let's move on.
All right.
They were no match for us.
This is...
Je sens le trésor. C'est par là, allons-y.
These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa, there's 5 of them.
475 people in favor. 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Passed? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha! So, what are they doing inside?
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed.
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
That thought never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido.
True. You have a point.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us?
We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an Ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around. Well then.
L'un des VIP faisait partie de la noblesse. Oui, c'est sûrement pour ça qu'il peut entrer dans le lieu sacré. On m'a dit qu'il était très discret. Mais pourquoi un homme de son rang passerait sa vie au bord de la piscine comme ça? Il doit avoir des raisons, mais je ne pense pas que ce soit pour la notation.
Hey!
Derrière cette place se trouve la zone VIP. Et l'amphithéâtre principal est un lieu sacré. Apparemment, si on ne peut entrer que si Shido nous y autorise. Ça alors, monsieur Moe aussi est un VIP? Je viens de le voir au restaurant. Qui aurait cru qu'un politicien tel que lui pourrait être invité ici? Alors le soutien du monde politique des ruptures psychiques ont de beaux jours devant elle. Je suis un peu jalouse. Seulement je pouvais le rencontrer personnellement. Dans vos rêves. Les entendre parler des ruptures psychiques d'un air si désinvolte me donne le vertige. Mais je crois qu'on doit obtenir une certification de 5 VIP pour devenir un client spécial. Ces gens sont prêts à dire tout ce qu'ils savent. Peut-être que parce que leur visage est caché. Je ne sais pas trop comment parler à ces gens. Avec les partenaires d'affaires de mon père, soit je me taisais, soit je me tenais aux politesses. Ouais, je la comprends. Tu veux être une sorte de sadique pour me forcer à interroger des parfaits inconnus de Joker. Mais je vais le faire. Je vengerai ma mère.
Is there a safe room nearby?
Il y a quand même une salle là. On y entrera après et c'est là que je mettrai, je pense.
Look, a treasure chest.
See it.
Why don't we crack?
Vous verrez la suite plus tard. Il faut bien que je me repose un peu, moi. C'est le président d'une chaîne télé, c'est bien ça? En effet, Monsieur Shido connaît tout un tas de personnes importantes. J'ai l'impression qu'il faut être haut placé pour faire partie des VIP. Comme je les envie. Et si vous alliez jouer aux machines à sous avec lui, pour essayer d'attirer son attention?
Indeed.
On dirait que tous ces gens voudraient être considérés comme des clients spéciaux de Shido. Au fait, j'ai obtenu des renseignements sur les VIP. On devrait en parler plus tard. Vous faites preuve d'une élégance et d'un raffinement rarissime chez les petits gens. Arrêtez, vous allez me faire rougir. Vous êtes également un homme très distingué. Ça se voit tant que ça. Ça saute aux yeux. Ces gens m'ignorent totalement quand j'essaie de leur parler. Ça se voit tant que ça que j'ai pas d'argent. C'est le masque de crâne ou quoi?
Joker.
Joker, j'ai aussi remarqué quelque chose. J'ai repéré ce qui ressemblait à une carte en chemin. Et si on allait voir ça de plus près? C'est bien ce que je pensais. Ça va nous être utile, prenons-la. Maintenant qu'on a réussi, on a réuni assez d'informations, on devrait se rejoindre pour élaborer un plan. Comment ça s'est passé? Pas super, mais ça aurait pu être pire.
Wow.
J'ai moi aussi trouvé des infos intéressantes et je pense qu'il faut qu'on en discute tous ensemble. De mon côté, j'ai étudié la carte qu'on a récupérée tout à l'heure et je pense avoir trouvé un abri. Juste là. Wow. Ouf, c'est juste à côté. Parfait. Allons faire un point là-bas.
Joker.
Joker, on doit aller à l'abri avant de pouvoir discuter tranquillement de tout ça. Afin de pouvoir... Excusez-moi, je sais... Je vous l'ai dit, je suis KO.
Still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too.
But talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
You have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. Alright. Let's put together the information we gathered.
Huh. Gotcha.
You're right. It seems...
Please hear me out.
Hey, listen! Listen up!
It's no use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. Really? Wow!
We're up against 5 people. The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner. We get certification from them and obtain letters of introduction that'll serve as keycards. But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
Whoa, now that's impressive! You go, genius!
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room. Alright, let's get this done quickly. Hey! Well... Okay.
Yo.
Hey!
Oh! Oh!
Okay. Could it be? Nice.
Yeah.
It's me. Sorry, I know you're tired. I've decided what I want to do with Shido after going into his palace. We can't let him run free. If there's a heart we gotta steal, it's definitely gotta be his. I really get it now. I want to avenge you, that's a no-brainer, but that's not it. If we let him run the country, the weak will be totally effed. Isn't it our duty to protect them? Remember when I told you that heroes who lurk in the shadows are boring? Well, forget what I said. Those heroes are way cooler. Hey, once we change Shido's heart... no, never mind. Forget it. Let's do it. Let's steal that bastard Shido's heart. I'll do everything I can to make it happen. Thanks for listening to me. See ya.
Hey. Okay, quiet down.
Hey, are you sure it's okay for him to be down here working right now? I mean, wouldn't it be bad if a Shujin student walked in and saw him?
Don't worry about it.
Welcome. What did I just say?
Nah, still fine.
Senpai?
Ouais, Chio, t'inquiète pas.
You're not like a stunt double or something, right? Same to you. Wait, that's not my point.
Well, are you pleased? I'm the one who set this up. A little surprise from me to you. I asked Futaba to do me a favor.
And I asked Ryuji to pass the message along to Kasumi.
I knew you'd be wiped out for a while, so I made sure to give you time to recover first.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm just so happy.
Un peu gêné. On est un peu tendu là.
No one cares about my scheme.
C'est juste casse-colle là en ce moment.
Well, it looks like you know what's been going on with him. Take a seat, why don't you? No, I'm going out for a bit to grab some groceries. I'll let you all get caught up with each other.
So you're Yoshizawa-san, right? Well, what's up? It's a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, nice to meet you as well, Sakura-san.
Could you at least figure out whether to be polite or casual?
Shut up! Don't you underestimate my people anxiety. Mona tells me that you helped him out in that palace a while back. We're awfully grateful for that.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. He's usually the one who helps me out. Not only that, I'd promised to repay his kindness to me, no matter what.
What a refined response. Are we really around the same age?
You know, there's something I've wanted to ask you, Yoshizawa. Why were you in that palace in the first place?
That's...
I was wondering that too. Of course, I'm extra grateful that you saved our leader. But if our plan had somehow leaked, then we need to change our tactics from here on out.
It all started about a week ago, when we had lunch together on the roof of the school.
But that day's when...
I got the feeling that something big was going to take place that day, so... I'm so sorry. I was actually following you the entire time.
Wait, we were tailed there?
We definitely had no idea about that. It's like night and day compared to when Makoto was following us.
I've been considering for a while now. Perhaps I should be fighting alongside you if I have special powers like yours, Senpai. I wondered if an outsider like myself should even get involved, but I couldn't just stand back and do nothing. Oh, it was nothing compared to how much you've done for me in the past. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not done here yet, are you? Then perhaps I ought to lend you a hand.
Well, we could definitely use the additional firepower.
Senpai?
you say that, but...
Honestly, we have no idea what risks you would face. Our enemy this time is more dangerous than anyone else so far. Also, we pretty much brought this entire mess down upon ourselves, so this is on us.
Je voulais pas lui faire de la peine, donc ne me disais pas oui t'as pris celui-là, mais ça a pas marché. Non, je voulais juste pas faire de la peine à cette pauvre petite Kazumi.
We're delighted by the offer, but we really can't drag you into this any further. Moreover, you have something to do yourself, right?
I believe I'd be acting selfishly if I were to press any further. Very well. I understand your reasoning. If that's the situation, then I'll wait for you to return. But you have to promise me this. You'll come back safe no matter what. I don't ever want to feel as horrible as I did when I thought you...
On va s'en sortir, t'inquiète pas.
I really do believe you. It's time I get going. I've got practice today, as usual. Well, be seeing you.
Okay.
Oh, what do you want?
I'll just add this.
Et moi je vais vous laisser là les amis. On se retrouve quand je me réveillerai. Bisous bisous la compagnie. J'espère que ça vous aura plu.